Hello friends, myself Professor Dhaval Chandarana, and we will continue on unit number 5, Introductions of Cybercrime Investigation. As previously we will discuss some basic concept about cybercrime as well as what are the different techniques which we are used in a cybercrime investigations. So today we will discuss some basic concept about a keyloggers. It is the most important thing which we learn to know about a keyloggers, because as we know that a cybercrime happen with help of different techniques, and it is one of the techniques where a hacker can be used and perform hacking through this keyloggers. So we will start with the keyloggers. First we identified that the brief introductions about keyloggers, and then we will discuss some informations regarding the different types of keyloggers, how hacker will be helped to use to access a keyloggers, and what are the different advantage. Through this a hacker can access our system with help of a keyloggers. A basic definitions of keylogger is a keylogger, sometimes called a keystroke loggers or a system monitors, is a type of surveillance technology used to monitor and record each keystroke type on specific computer keyboard. Further definitions we can say is that some of the person can record our keystroke, means whatever we are typing, whatever we are writing with help of a key, it should be recorded by the users with help of a keyloggers. As we know that a surveillance technology, or we can say monitoring technology, used to monitors and record each keystroke, means whatever we are typing, they are just record our keystroke and to a specific computer with help of a keywords, or we can say with help of a ASCII code. Keyloggers are often used as a spyware tool by cyber criminals to steal a personally identified informations, or we can say PII, login credentials and a sensitive enterprise data. I think you know very well, whenever we are using some websites like a banking websites, especially at that time they are providing a virtual keyboards, because they are not storing or recording any keystroke of a virtual keyboard. That's why they are providing the security against our personally identifiable informations, or we can say some login credential like a username and passwords. If we are using our keyboards, and if some hacker can be access our key, so they can easily get the informations about a login credential. That's why the banking websites provide a virtual keyboard. It is provide the security against a login credentials. Keylogger records may also be used by employer to observe the employee's computer activities, like it is also used with a positive way, where observations against a computer activity which will be performed by the particular employee. Parents to a supervises that a children internet uses. It is one of the best way. If we are going on a positive sides, then it is the best way to monitoring a particular child with help of a keylogger, so parents know about all the activity which should be performed by his or her child. Device owner to track the possible authorized activity on their device. Same thing, if we are performing a keylogger in a particular system or in our personal computer, then if someone access a personal computer without any kind of notifications or without any illegal activity, we can easily record all the keystroke which should be happen without our notification. So it is also the positive sides as well. A keylogger is used on a different notations. Law enforcement agency to analyze the incidents involving a computer use, means whenever some information is required to identify that what are the different activities should be performed on a particular personal computer, at that time a keylogger is a very useful thing to notify all the keystroke which should be happen within this data, or we can say within this help of computer. So we can see that how a keylogger is used and what are the different things happen with the help of a keyloggers. A traditional surveillance like input secret message, we are using some encryption algorithm. With help of encryption algorithm, it should be converted into the unreadable form, and the output it is unreadable form. So if someone does not about any kind of encryption algorithm, or we can say encryption technology, they can't decrypt any of the output which should be generated by the encryption algorithm. But in a surveillance using the keyloggers, input a secret message. In between encryptions and input secret message, a keylogger is built in. So whenever some input message is converted a output with help of encryptions, they just record unencrypted data whenever it should be transmitted to encrypted message to the output screen. Means if without keyloggers, or if without any kind of hacking a personal computer, it should be converted input message to a encryption, and with help of encryptions they can directly generate the output. But if someone monitor our system with help of keylogger, they just install keylogger between input message and encryptions technology, so they can directly records all the keystroke without any kind of encryptions technology which we will use after the keylogger output will be generated. So they can easily get a message before encryption. So it is the thing, or it is the way how a keylogger is installed on a particular nodes. Now how the encryptions thing, or we can say keylogger is out. Whenever we use some of the technology which will be used within to identify a particular keylogger, if someone is press A, or we can say S, the keylogger is generate the encrypted message with help of keylogger technology. If user press S, they can directly transmit data of P. So hacker can never be access any kind of informations which we are using current keystroke. It is also the useful thing whenever we are encrypt our data with help of a keyloggers. How hacker install a keylogger? First we know that how hacker will be install a keylogger in our personal computer. If we know that the different techniques which will be help of a hackers to access our system with a keylogger, so we can deny all those things through which a keylogger will be installed on our system. A hacker employ a Trojan virus as an delivered to install a keyloggers. Means they have with help of a Trojans they can install a keylogger in our system. But way before on a downloaded onto your system, a hacker will use two different methods to get it into your computer, and both the way involve your participations. In a Trojanos, if they want to access our system, a particular involvement is requirement of a end user sites. Without any kind of involvement or without any kind of participations of any activity which should be activated this Trojanos, the keylogger is not be useful. The first method involving phishing. Phishing is the act of faking an email from a legitimate company to fish for the passwords and credit card numbers. Now I think we know more discuss about phishing because we already discussed phishing more than 2 to 3 times. Sometimes these email contain attachment which download program stealthily into your computer once you click on them. So one of the techniques through which hacker can install a keylogger on our system means through phishing attack it should be access our data and install the keyloggers, because whenever some phishing mail happen and they have some attachment, if we by mistake it should be downloaded, a keylogger may be downloaded in a particular system. Second method, the hacker reaches on his intent victim beforehand in order to find a weakness, or we can say vulnerability in her or his online habits. Like they are just monitoring our activity through which they can easily find out the habits or we can say daily activity. Based on the daily activity, they can find a weakness of a particular users. Let's say a hacker find out the victim porn sites. The hacker might craft an email with a fake coupon for the membership into the exclusive erotic websites. Like it is one of the example. If someone use this any kind of websites, it's not be legal one. So some users or some hackers provide the fake mail to getting some memberships against these particular websites. It is not a legitimate, but due to monitoring some activity and they know that habit about the particular users, they can just send a fake mail, and through which if a particular person access of websites, they can easily access a keylogos, and it is the actual goal about the particular hackers. So there are the two different techniques which we will mention through which a hacker install a keylogger in a particular victim system. Now how to protect yourself, or we can say ourselves, from the keyloggers. Take cautions when opening the attachment, as a phishing attack if happen and we download some attachment, then keylogger can be present in the file received through the email, chat, P2P networks, text message, or even a social network like a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the things. So against all the social media, emails, attachment, and all the things, we take cautions whenever we are opening any kind of attachment. If someone sends you an email out the code, or we can say out the code, or the content of the email are asking for your personal informations, chances are there a keylogger is there somewhere. Means I think we know everything about this kind of chance. Like I will just give you one example. If you are find out a connectivity between your credit card as well as a debit card information, like if you are calling to identify some informations against your credit card or debit card, they just provide the informations, or they can share the informations that our customer representative never ask about any personal data, any CVV number or OTP number, as well as government regularly send the message against the cybercrime. They just provide the information that never share your OTP, CVV number with his or her personal data with your friends and family. So same way, if in email they have asked some informations about a personal data or anything, then there is some chance against a keylogger will be installed in our system. Implement a two-factor authentication. I think now you know very well what is a two-factor authentication. If you log in with a correct username and passwords, then also they send some OTP on your registered mobile number, and if you enter the correct OTP within the limitations of OTP timeline, then you can access your data. So first you have a correct username and passwords, and then second when you have a correct OTP which should be generated by the system and sent to a particular registered number. So that's why it is the important thing that implementations of a two-factor, it is also protect yourself against the keyloggers. Strict implementations of two-factor authentications through a one-time passwords, or we can say OTP, would help to users protect their sensitive credentials like a username passwords, as a one-time password is momentary and the hacker cannot use same detected password the next time, because with help of keyloggers, hacker just records a keystroke against a username and password. As you know very well, a OTP is a random number generator, so every time it should be a different one. If hacker can record our keystroke, then also they can never be access our data. I think I will give you just one best example. Whenever a GTU result, your GTU declare your results, at that time whenever you enter your enrollment number and select the examinations, then also you want to enter a particular captcha code. So guys, it is the way how a two-factor authentication is implemented against the cybercrime. Use of virtual keyboard. I think now you know what is a virtual keyboard. If you don't know about virtual keyboard, then please go with any of the website which should be go with help of a banking sites like SBI, ICICI, Axis. All the banking side is implemented a virtual keyboard. Virtual keyboard helps to avoid a personal data interceptions by the hackers because it is already generated by the computer system, and the locations of a particular alphabet is always regenerated after the refresh. Means the positions of alphabet is never same. So a virtual keyboard is a really important things against protections about a keylogger. It is a software used to allow the user to input characters without the actual need for a physical keys, and it should be always be a regenerated and reform of a virtual keyboard locations. Use a comprehensive security system. It is one of the case through which you can protect yourself against a keylogger. Install a good antivirus product with the latest virus definitions, means we can say updated a latest definitions, or we can say a latest version. Antivirus to the next level through its advanced endpoint protection, or we can say AEP. AEP is provide a protections about encryptions of keyloggers. So if we are using a licensed version antivirus, they can provide AEP against the keylogger. AEP is stocked with the artificial intelligence AI to deliver a robust malware detections mechanism, because as a previously we says that someone can install a keylogger with help of malware. So if we are installing a latest antivirus, so they can provide security against the malware. It has updated database of a non-good files or non-bad files through whitelisting and blacklisting respectively. Because if we are using a latest and updated antivirus, they have some functionality to find out which one is the good file and which one is the bad file for our particular system, and through which they can maintain a black and white list. It also used a containment technology to isolate the unknowns or suspicious files into the separate virtual container and analyze the file through a static and behavioral checks by an online file verdicts, or we can say verification system called a Comodo Valkyrie. Means a antivirus built some database like things through which they can provide a good file is the white listing and black file it is the bad listing, and as per the past experience and observations they can easily find out that unknown or suspicious file which are harmful for our computer system. Comodo AEP also include a virtue scopes to implement algorithm and machine learning based detections. So the protection is 100% against the keyloggers because they are using a Comodo AEP, and we know that a AEP is provide a security against a keyloggers. Now we see what type of keylogger exists. Means there are different types of keyloggers is happening in a particular cybercrime. So we know that, or we just identified that what are the different types of keylogger is available in current market. Depending on which part of the computer they are embedded into, the all keyloggers can be categorized as either a software based or a hardware based. So we can easily say that a keylogger is divided in two different sections like a software based or a hardware based. The 5 most common type of keylogger across both these categories including a following. First one is API based keylogger, second one is form grabbing based keylogger, third one known as kernel based keyloggers, fourth hardware keyloggers, and fifth one is acoustic keylogger. The keylogger is broadly divided in two categories known as the software based and hardware based. Based on that, we are dividing 5 different types of keylogger which should be used to in a cyber crime. Now we discuss some basic idea about all the keyloggers which should be part of cybercrime. Start with the first, API based keylogger. API based keylogger are by far the most common used in a cybercrime. This piece of keylogger software use the keyboard API, short for of applications programming interface, to record your keystroke. Each time you press a key, a notification is sent to the applications you are typing to show that the typed character would appear on the screen. So through which a API keylogger, they send the information whatever we are used in our physical keyboard. Like if we press A, on a base of API, or we can say remote connections, they can identify a particular key, and which help of this keystroke they can easily know that what we are doing now and what are the different credentials we are using on a particular computer. API based keylogger intercept these notifications and capture each of them as a separate event, because we are typing so many things through our physical keyboard, so they cannot identify if they are collect all the data within the single event. So it should be type each and every events with a separate event. The logs are then kept in a file on a system hardware for easy retrieval by the hackers. Means all the separate event, it should be stored as an in particular file, so they can easily find out what are the different keystroke is pressed by the users on a particular time and with help of date. Second, it is form grabbing based keylog. Rather than logic each keystroke separately, form grabbing based keylogger log the data from your web browser upon the submissions. As previously API based, they can store each keystroke on a separate event. But in a form grabbing, they are just taking all the data within when we are submitting something on the internet. Similar to API based keylogger, they interact the submissions notifications to log all the informations you have entered in the particular form. As we know that with help of a keylogger, some unauthorized users getting our keystroke and they getting information through the remote system. This can include your full name, address, email, phone numbers, login credentials, or the credit card informations. The whole process take place as soon as you hit the submit or the enter, and it's complete before your form data is submitted to the websites. So all the data, it should be gone through this keylogger when we are submitting something on a particular websites. Like if we log in a Facebook with help of our computer system, we just enter a username and password. Whenever we submit a button, before submitting a data, it should be directly transmitted to the some another system, because some particular person install a keylogger in our computer. So it is one of the technique through which they can getting our all the basic informations, login credentials and credit card information with help of a form grabbing keyloggers. Third, it is a kernel based keyloggers. As the name suggests, kernel based keyloggers inhabits the core of your computer operating system. I think you know very well what is a kernel and how it should be basic, or we can say core part of our OS, which make them a very difficult to detect and remove. They hidden inside your operating system and record every keystroke as they pass through the kernel, because we know that whatever the process happen in a particular system, it must be go through the kernel. Without kernel, it never be happen. So each and everything which should be performed on a particular system, it should be gone through with a kernel on a single time. Because they are more difficult to write, these keyloggers are rare than other software based varieties like API based and form grabbing. They are the distributed via rootkits, malicious softwares and bundles that can be bypass your computer kernel and target the hardware. Means as a previously we says that two different types API and form gapping, it is part of software keyloggers, and as per the definitions a kernel, it is known as a hardware based keyloggers, and it is rarely because it is very difficult to write and install on a particular nodes within the any system. But if someone can install a keylogger, or we can say kernel based keylogger in our system, then it is very difficult to detect, because what are the different thing or what are the different process happen in a kernel, a end user never identify those things. Fourth one, it is a hardware keyloggers. Hardware keyloggers are device that use a security inside a keyboard to unlock keystroke. It is like a USB sticks. If someone use these keyloggers, then they can easily register over all the keystroke and transmit without our notifications. They are the most often built into the keyboards, although they are also available as an either USB connector, as previously we mentioned, or a mini PCI card for a laptop computer. So if someone install a hardware keylogger in our system without knowing him, we can't identify that a particular system is working on based on a hardware keylogger, because it is installed in a particular computer and we never known that what are the different hardware is part of our particular system. Rather than relying on a software to store the logged keystroke, all records are kept in an internal memory of the devices. However, this also means that a hacker must have a physical access to the keyboards in order to retrieve this information. I can say that it is one of the disadvantage compared with the software keyloggers. If a hacker doesn't have any kind of physical access of our keyboards, then they just store a keystroke, they never access our keystroke. But if they are gaining access with any kind of illegal legitimate activity, then they have all the access against our keystroke. And the last one, it's known as a acoustics a keylogger. Acoustics keylogger are the very complex and are the therefore rarely used, because whatever things which are complex in a market, we are never go through this. They utilize the principles of acoustics cryptanalysis to record your keystroke on the hardware's level. No matter what keyboards you are using, each key on it has a unique acoustic signature. The difference are subtle, but the individual signatures can be determined by the analyzing a samples through a variety of statistical methods. Like and previously we says that we are using a virtual keyboards. Whenever we are using a virtual keyboards and use with the virtual keyboard, we are pressing some keystrokes. If someone using acoustics keyloggers, they easily identified that with help of a cryptanalysis. Whenever we type something or whenever we use a virtual keyboard, they have some signature with help of a different character. Like if we are pressing A, they are directly converted 67 on a particular notations. So we change any positions of A, if they identify A, it directly sends some 67 code. So whenever we are using any kind of keyboards, if someone using acoustics keylogger, it should be directly access our actual keystroke which should be used it. So it is a very complex, but it is very useful when if you are record any kind of keystroke of a particular users as well as particular system. However, not only this very time consuming, but the results might not be accurate as with other types of keylogger. As the last line says that it is a very difficult, it's taken too much time, but whatever difficulty and whatever time it should be taken, it's not exactly getting the actual results. So it should be not accurate as per the result compared with rest of 4. So guys, it is the informations about the keyloggers, different types of keyloggers, and the different way how a hacker can penetrate a keylogger in our system and how to protect ourselves against the keyloggers. I think you gain some informations about the keyloggers and it should be very helpful in a next lecture. Thank you so much.